Welcome back to the Not a Dollars. We received the newest event, the Hut Heroes 2.0. New, I guess technically new. They kind of brought it back. But regardless, we got like a new way that events work. So let's check that out. Now, I do like that there is a new limited time Master Set player item in the Duchesne. So if you trade in Larkin and Danico, you can get the 87 Duchesne, which you then have to spend a ton of collectibles for to unlock and then upgrade via power-up collectibles, which is all fine and well, but I do like the fact that it's a little bit more exclusive. So I went ahead and I did the first game. I got the 88 Alexiak, traded in a bunch of collectibles that I got from that Alexiak, and then I made Larkin. I'm going to do the same thing with Danico before the timer is up to grab Duchesne, just because it's like a flex, and also Duchesne's card's pretty good. Just taking a look at his card, he's 6'1", 210, so he's got good size. Then he's 99, everything important. So when I talk about end game cards, the thing I'm talking about is the stats that matter. So skating, pretty much every skating stat. Shooting stats, obviously, hand stats as well, specifically deking and puck control. And then he's got 90 body checking, but you can improve that with checking boost, and he's got 99 face-off. So really the only thing that could get better than this card at 99 would be a bigger card with the same attributes. He's got wheels, which I've kind of soured on. It's okay, but the cost is very expensive, but we have so many ability points. Make It Snappy has been great. Unstoppable 4, Shrug It Off, which should get a buff, and then Elite Edges. So we'll slowly work towards that. But today, I've decided we need to get a full Hut Champs run in to just bring the vibes back up for these Not a Dollar. One of the reasons is I simply just need stuff to open and get some packs to kind of change up the team. We did just get the monthly upgrade to Power Up Icon, so we've got how Gretzky Lemieux, who is becoming better than Gretzky very slowly, like one more month, and I think we finally hit the point where Lemieux takes over. But that being said, I'm going to need a lot of Power Up collectibles to get him, so we've got to do a decent Hut Champs run to actually be able to grab some Power Up collectibles, so that's what we're going to do this week. We're going to hop into some Hut Champs. I've already played one game. I did it on stream. Lost because I'm ass at the game. But enough of that. Let's win. All right, here we go. Let's get back in the win column. Why not us? Also, in the comments section, are the Leafs going to really force a Game 7 just to devastate their fans once again? I need to know. Oh, and any of you Jets fans that were just blasting me senseless in my prediction video, I'd also like an apology. Yeah, let's see who's the bigger man now. Big start there for McDavid. Big start. All right, we're off and running here. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Stanley Cup playoffs have gone, like, my prediction video and, like, my bracket. If the Leafs somehow come back, the Stars made it 3-2. Like, low-key, almost a perfect bracket out of me. I had Hurricanes in a sweep. They won in 5. I had the Rangers in 5. They swept, so I kind of mixed that up. I had Florida beating Tampa. I have the Leafs beating Boston, which looks to be a big whoopsie doodle. I had Dallas beating VGK, which after the first 2 games looked like an impossibility, but here we are. Aiden Hill's back, and it's bad Aiden Hill. We'll see. And then I had Colorado over Winnipeg, and then Vancouver over Nashville, and then Edmonton over the Kings. So yeah, I felt pretty good about my picks so far. Obviously, a couple could go wrong here. Vegas could still come back. I think it's well within their, ability. But I think it's not being talked about enough that Boston's got some demons, and the Boston-Toronto series looks like just 2 teams that are battling ghosts. It's like it's a ghost off, because last game they looked a little nervous, They looked a little nervous, and now you got Toronto, who just pisses down their own leg when they play at home. Could you imagine, like, you battle all year, and the place that you hate playing is your own barn? 6 straight L's in the playoffs, like, that's tough to do. Tip that, maybe? I think we just need to get through this playoff run to get rid of Keefe, though, because he just gets out-coached every year. It's unacceptable. But Montgomery, man, I think he's gone if he loses this series. Back-to-back 3-1 losses? Oh, maybe? I mean, let's go. Oh, I'm such a bot. God, these jerseys are growing on me, too, as a Sharks fan. I love the font. I love the striping, like the little waves. I love everything, except for the fact that the crest is a perfect shoulder patch. It is so big, and there's so much empty space on it because they made it the full thing. If they just went back to, like, the Dan Boyle black Shark jerseys, which, in my opinion, were the best in the franchise. It's the only one where they've used a full Shark. And if they went with that logo on these jerseys, 10 out of 10. Nice, Demko. We're cooking a little bit here, fellas. Oh, I need to get a new mask for Demko. I gotta be honest with you, though. Florida, wagon. Like, it is going to be tough to knock them out. I think we need to see a little adversity from them, though. I mean, I guess they had it in the Tampa series, too, like where they got up on a couple leads. I don't know, man. Like, Boston and Toronto. Toronto is mid. And I think I was listening to What Chaos. Shout out to my man Pete and DJ. They do a great hockey show Monday to Friday. Go check out their podcast. And I believe they had Down Goes Brown on. And he mentioned something that is just not talked about enough. Everyone just assumes because they've got Matthews and the star power and everyone that is a casual hockey fan just gets force-fed the Leafs because they're the biggest fan base in hockey. Like, it's really not close. They're the biggest fan base. And everyone just assumes they're a great regular season team. But they're not even a great regular season team. They've never won the President's Trophy. They never win their division. They're always the underdog in their series. And, you know, so they don't really have home ice. They're just, like, 10th. And when you think of it in that realm, like, you know, like, they've lost in the first round 8 times. That's hard to do in hockey because hockey's so random. Like, you would think that they just have a few where they get through. But every year, like, they're, like, 10th. They lose to a better team statistically. Right? So I think that, like, when you think about it, you know, the Leafs are nothing special. The Bruins, I said this going into the series, and it might be my bias against the Bruins or my bias for the Leafs, so hand up, I understand that. Their team is so mediocre after Pasternak. I think they have a top 8 D-core. McAvoy's the real deal. Shout out to McAvoy. Got to meet him in August last year at the media tour. He was great. Someone that, like, I've never really thought about, and after hanging out with him for, like, 20, 30 minutes, great guy. Love him now. That being said, I think that you've just, like, it's just mid. It's just super mid and Swayman. And you think that the Leafs, the one thing they do is score. They are the second highest scoring offense in the NHL. There has to be a game where it's hockey. It just goes in, you know? Like, stuff just goes in. And I think it's going to happen in Game 6. And I think we're going to get to a Game 7 because everyone wrote off the Leafs after probably one of the worst performances in the Matthews-Marner era in Game 4. So I think that we're going to see a collapse in Game 7 but the thing is that both of these teams hate winning now. Like I mentioned in a prediction video, it's not your daddy's Bruins. There's no Rask, there's no Chara, there's no Bergeron. It's just, and then you got the 3-1 collapse last year, just looming over them. And in Game 5, it looked like it. Like, it legit looked like they were nervous. But we'll see. Montgomery needs to chill. Like, he just keeps making lineup changes and all sorts of things where he's trying to galaxy brain, and he just needs to relax because it's the Leafs, you know? They'll shit their pants. Also, good period by us there, you know? Good period by us there. 2-0 lead. Now, if you're watching this video this stage of the year, you're a legend. Like, you are a OG, you know, an absolute trooper, you know? You're a real one, you know? So I appreciate you guys. That being said, like, Ultimate Team Mode games are fun. Like, they are. They're fun. Obviously, there's a lot of boredom, especially when it comes to NHL. And I've been thinking, like, what could I do differently? Or, like, what's a challenge? Obviously, getting to Division 1 is, like, a goal of mine. Just because I play the game too much to not be in Division 1. And I got, like, 2,000 skill rating, so I'm close enough. The other thing I was thinking about, though, is, like, let's become a Hut millionaire. And I was trying to think, like, going into NHL 25. I'm always thinking forward thinking. I would love to, like, do, like, unlocks. So, like, we can't use the auction house or buy cards or take untradeable rewards until I get 1,000,000 coin, you know? So I could show you guys, like, how, you know, all tradable rewards, all that stuff, and see how long it takes to get 1,000,000 coins at launch of the game. No money spent, of course. And then after that, we can, like, buy cards and you know, take untradeable rewards, all that stuff. I think that would be kind of cool. So it's like a, you know, kind of a goal to hit. I think another thing would be like, the problem is that unless, I hope to God there's a change in, like, how divisions and rewards work. Because if there's not, like, good Lord, man, 8 years of the same thing, like, we're just insane if we're still playing this game and giving them money every year, you know? But, like, you know, upgrading the team once we hit, like, certain divisions or milestones and wins and things like that, you know? I'm just trying to think of some milestone stuff that we can work towards. Oh, that's unfortunate. Also, this Demko has been kind of nice. Like, I've been ass, but that's just my thumbs. The Demko has been kind of good. Yeah, so I've just been thinking about that. Let me know in the comment section down below, you know, what you guys think of some stuff that you'd like to see in next year's series. And maybe even this series, because, like, it's not going anywhere. It's a staple video every week. I'll do a couple videos. I've been really loving MLB, and for everyone that's come and watched my MLB stuff, like, on stream, and my videos, I really appreciate it, but it's just such a good game. It's just so well done, You know, there's problems. They've definitely gone the more pack route where all of the good cards are kind of going into packs, which is unfortunate, but not enough where it kind of derails it. Like, you can do team builds and still have a competitive team. I think that's something that's sorely lacking in this game, where you can't throw a bunch of Hut Hero cards into Rivals, and if you're in Division 2 or 1 and expect to win, like, so you can't play the game that you want, the way you want to play. Right? You got to play offline to get those objectives done. And I just think that needs to be addressed. XP paths or something so that you can play the game the way that you want with the cards you want is, like, super important. Back out in the slot. Maybe go upstairs. Oh, dude. I mean, Make It Snappy's kind of gross. I believe I'd Make It Snappy on. I might not because he's third line, but Matthew's shot is just different. Great shot there. The other thing I would love to see via gameplay as I go on just like a rant, I think that's how I'm going to handle these like games where like they're kind of out of reach. Not much to talk about. Make one-timers great again. You know, we went years of like everyone's just like 1T spams, like that's all anyone does. But like, one of the most fun things to do in hockey is to just haul off an absolute piss cannon, you know? And in this game, all it is catch and release. They don't trigger one-timers. Even when you're holding down L2, it doesn't work. And then, God forbid, you actually have a 2-on-0 and you go for a one-timer. It legitimately is just saved. So, you know, we need to see some changes there. I would love to be able to take a D-to-D one-timer and once in every 80 shots it go in, you know? When was the last time you saw a clean one-timer from the point go in? NHL 22? Like, how's everyone feeling about truculence? I don't really notice it all that much. Oh, what? Like, in terms of the buff to losing stamina. Oh, Pronger with the dangles? Oh, yeah. That was gross. I mean, we are just playing this dude like a fiddle. It'd be cool if this guy quit so we can get another game in. But I respect it, you know? Some guys just want to go down with the ship. I'm not one. It's a nice block. Big hit. Love that. I also hope they figure out next year how to address, like, team builds. Like, I want to be able to use the Sharks. I think that captains should give boosts to players. So, like, launch of the game, there's 32 captain cards. You know? Logan Couture gets one. And for every Shark you have in the lineup, you unlock, like, tiers. It's the exact same thing in MLB. But MLB, it's ridiculous because there isn't really captains in MLB. In NHL, there is, and they're important. So it'd be cool if, like, you know, it's like have 10 Shark base cards in your lineup. This is like captain at launch of the game. At the launch of the game, and they get like a +3 overall boost. That'd be sick. You know, it makes them more viable. You can run theme teams, and it's way more fun. So every time like an icon or something comes out for that team, it's like, yeah, let's go. I just think that they should definitely take advantage of that. Make It Snappy is just a mess in this game. Like, it is so good. It wasn't in the prior years, too. Like, the first 2 years of it just wasn't. Also need to get Matthews Team of the Season, but, again, the Elite card is low-key, like, better still. So, until they figure out what to do there, ew. Goalie's just stuck on the post there. Awful. Until they make his card a little bit better. They need to give him I mean, he's been out, so he hasn't been good. But they got to give him a charity upgrade or something. All right, we scored the touchdown. Let's get the extra point. Can you cut? Thank you. Ooh, this guy's angry. I don't know who he's got in it. That was bad. I say this every episode, but like, man, just allow or stop the AI or have the AI be able to move once you set up the cycle. Like the fact they just stand there and they're covered. Like there's just move left and right. You know what I mean? I don't need you to score or do anything crazy plays. I just need you to fight for some ice. That's a good hit right there. Demko's down. Uh-oh. Big save. I mean, he's just fighting. Can we get the big donut for Demko? Donuts for Demko? Big save? Get this out. Let's go. Demko played great. Oh, maybe. Not bad. All right, we're back in the Dub Colin and Hut champs. Needed that. My goodness. 27 shots, 15-5 TOA. Balanced attack here. Pronger had 3 points and a +5. Makar is a +5. Love that. And there it is. Demko, 19 saves on 19 shots. Let's go. Now, something I do want to talk about is the next-gen upgrades did come out, okay? And I got a lot of questions about them. So if you've been playing this game since launch of the game, I hope you listened to me and made all of these Master Set players that have the Calder Watch sticker, because once they got nominated, they unlocked their tiers all the way up to 96. So you can now upgrade Connor McDavid all the way to his 96. You can do the same thing with Brock Faber, as he unlocked his. He was a Calder nominee. And then the same thing with Luke Hughes. So Hughes and Faber, it's pretty safe to say they're probably not going to win the Calder. I think Faber, there's a conversation to be had, but it's going to be Bedard. I don't see any other way around it, though the NHL loves to, like, you know, he's got all the promotion and the hype and all of that. I think that Faber, like I said, there's a conversation to be had. Now, one of the bigger things that people have asked me about is you can upgrade cards. You have that, but his Team of the Season card is also one that you can make. So right now, if you take a look in the sets, you can trade in the 87 plus 34 Team of the Season player items, and then you will get the 96 Connor Bedard Team of the Season card. Now, I would 100% do that trade-in set with the 87 and then the 34 Team of the Season collectibles, because to go from his 87 all the way up to his 96, it's going to cost you 27 power collectibles anyway. On top of that, we know he's a guaranteed 99, even if he doesn't win the Calder. And then those future upgrades to go from 96 all the way to 99 with his Team of the Season card, those are going to be free for you. So I would definitely do that set. I wouldn't upgrade his next-gen card. Unless you like the card art, which is like, you know, a real thing. I hate the headshot card art, so that one's up to you, but I would definitely do the trade-in with his 87 if you have this card for his Team of the Season version. So a bit of a laugher there, but I hope you guys loved my, you know, Leafs Bruins take. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. Curious to see what the audience thinks of how these playoffs went and how it's going to go for the rest of the first round. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Have a good one.